It is emerging that some heads of procurement and accounting in ministries, departments and agencies, including state corporations, are not going to be that cooperative.
They may be unwilling to submit to the detailed vetting process the executive is taking for some public servants as ordered by President Uhuru Kenyatta. NTV's Mel Miendo with the details.
According to government sources, the details required from the heads of procurement and accounting units are meant to help the government with its focus now on auditing the lifestyles of these officers. A leaked circular written by Head of Public Service Joseph Kenywa states in detail the information that the public officers must present to Harambee House in sealed envelopes. To begin with is personal particulars in the form of names, ID card numbers, PIN registration, driving licenses, mobile cell phone numbers and daytime telephone numbers, as well as email addresses. In addition is the residential addresses of the officers and their spouses for the last 5 years. This must be inclusive of the ownership status of current residents. Also required is power and water meter numbers and any other utility account numbers. The officer must state his or her current posting, personal number, job group, list of previous deployments and number of years served per deployment. The targeted officers have to also submit their history of disciplinary cases, promotions applied for and promotions received. They're also expected to present full names and ID card numbers of immediate family members, spouse, children, siblings, parents, as well as business associates, agents or associations where the officer has a direct or indirect monetary interest. More information includes list of known companies, businesses owned or controlled by the officer or immediate family members that have had commercial dealings with the MDAs, ministries, departments and agencies for which the officer is deployed. Furthermore, the officers must present a list of known movable and immovable assets owned or partly owned by the officer or the immediate family members, business associates or agents, including data on acreage, location and status, whether charged to a financial institution, joint ownership, allotment and the like, including dates of acquisition, machinery, vehicles and other assets where the officer has beneficial interest, stocks, shares and partnerships, including investment groups of which the officer and spouse are members, certified copies of bank statements of the officer and spouse for the last 6 months, including any foreign accounts, certified copies of mobile money statements of the officer and spouse for the last 6 months, KRA income tax returns for the officer and the officer's companies and or businesses for the last 3 years, club memberships, social media accounts or handles, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and a list of liabilities including loans, mortgages, school fees and school accounts, cumulative insurance policies, and holidays. The deadline of submitting this information is Friday, June 8th. If the officers will not have done so, it will be deemed that they have quit. However, quitting or not, the government may decide to take matters into legal action, something that the officers may have to think about seriously. The leaked circular from Public Service dated 4th June directed all heads of procurement and accounting units in ministries, departments, agencies and state corporations to step aside with immediate effect and hand over to their deputies before they vacate office. The officers will begin a 30-day compulsory leave tomorrow, 6th June, and are not allowed to leave the country until the vetting process is over. Mel Miendo, NTV.